Josh from Retro Gaming Online, and today we are going to be unboxing the NES Classic. We picked one of these up the other day, and we've been holding on to it to do a little unboxing video so we could share with you just what to expect when you finally get your hands on yours. First impressions is the box is super small. If you've seen these posts on eBay and Craigslist and Facebook, selling this item for absurd amounts of money, $200, $250, $500. I mean, these are asking prices, of course. Don't know if they're actually getting these amounts for them, but there's always someone out there that's willing to pay. So, good for them. Very small. One thing I will notice on it is that it says Classics at the very top, which is interesting, with the like Nintendo logo. When I first saw this, my first impression was, is this going to be a series? Is this the beginning of the Nintendo Classics series, where now we have the NES Classic Edition, where next Christmas or two Christmases from now are we going to have the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. They'd be foolish not to. This thing is, I mean, it's in high demand, one, because Nintendo, once again, console release, doesn't have enough to supply the demand. But regardless of the fact that there isn't a lot of these units out there yet, I mean, people are going crazy for this. And the Super Nintendo has even better games that they could put onto a Classic Edition system like this. I think Nintendo would be, like I said, foolish if they didn't continue this. So we'll see. It's just interesting that this is the Classic Edition, and the top of it says Classics. So might be the beginning of a series. Guess we'll see. So we're just gonna open it up here. Right away. Now you're playing with power. Was there a slogan back in the day? Everything appears to be pretty tight in here. So, first thing we have is it's kind of a cool, like an old retro poster. Now you're playing with power since 1985. You got the system, the zapper gun. Man, I can't remember that robot's name, and I'm embarrassed to say I don't know that robot's name. Duck Hunt in the background, the old CRT television. There was a lot of people online that was surprised that Duck Hunt wasn't included in the 30 games with the Classic. And the reason that probably is because these zapper guns don't work on modern televisions. You have to have a CRT television for this zapper gun to work. You plug your old Nintendo, or even this system, into a high definition television, anything, LED, LCD, plasma, what have you, the zapper's not going to work. It's just, that's for another time to explain to you exactly why that is. My Nintendo, you can redeem points. I guess you get points for making this purchase. You get a little code down the bottom. I think I flashed it up too quickly. Not that I collect the points, but maybe one of my friends does. Just comes with some instruction booklets. Nothing fun there. I don't want to bore you with that. So let's see here. So this looks like. So this is it. My gosh, that is small. I mean, you see pictures of it, you see the advertisements, you see the person holding your hand, but man, you don't realize how small this thing actually is until you're holding it. One thing I think they missed They missed on the door. It doesn't open. There'd be no reason for it other than nostalgia, but that's pretty tight in there. You get your power button. Still has that same click, that same exact feel from the old console, which is crazy because obviously this is a complete overhaul of it. Same design, but reset button not the same. There's an actual physical, it's more in the old Nintendo. The reset button, you just basically pushed it in. You didn't really feel any resistance at all or any push of a button. This one, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a distinct clicking sound there. But that power button is spot on. Good for that. Everything else. Oh, the front, the two controller ports. Obviously, they're not the exact same ones from the Nintendo. They're actually ones that were used on the original Wii, I believe. So if you have there's problems getting these extra controllers as well. So if you have an old Wii controller, gamer controller, not the nunchuck, not the wands, but they'll work in this system as well. And there's other third-party options out there that you can purchase as well. On the back, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. HDMI out, hooks right up to your television, and you got your DC in, which is a USB mini port. Alright, the controller. Pretty straightforward. Buttons. Everything about it. Everything about it seems spot on. There has been one complaint about these controllers, however. I'm going to show it to you. I haven't, I've seen pictures and videos, but haven't seen it firsthand. That's it. That is it. Wow. So the complaint is, obviously, I'm sure you can see and figure it out by now, is the length of this cable. What were they thinking? In a day and age where every controller out there is wireless, and I get it. This is a classic. This is nostalgia. But people are not used to sitting on the floor. Even the regular Nintendo controller cables were longer than this. So, I think they could have made it a little bit longer there. This is really just nitpicking at this point. And then that just plugs into port 1 or port 2 right there. So you got to sit about this far away. So this is going to be sitting on the floor, probably somewhere in front of you. And then you're going to play. Now they do sell extension cables that will plug into here, extend the length of your cable, and plug it into here. And I do also believe that they have a wireless option where it's a third-party controller. You'll plug something into the port right here, and then you'll have a wireless controller. I haven't read any reviews about that yet, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out, or if there's any delay or lag. Pretty simple. USB plugs into your wall. And last but not least, two things actually. My mistake. The USB cable for the power. It's nice of them to include that in there. And they provide you with the HDMI cable. So this is the the HDMI cable. Not terrible. 4 feet, maybe. If you have your TV hanging up on the wall, obviously you're probably going to need something a little longer than this. If your TV is mounted on, here's the thing. The longer this cable is from your TV, the longer the console is going to be from your TV. which means the farther you're going to be back. Because obviously you have to sit fairly close to this in order to play with it, just because of the length of the controller cable. So the longer this can be away from your television will allow you to comfortably sit away from your TV, so that way you're not, front row of the movie theater because you got there late. So about 4 feet HDMI cable. Obviously, it plugs right into the back, and you're up and running. So that's awesome. So that's basically it. It's the NES Classic Edition. I know that between me, Brad, Scott, and Steve, I think our goal is to play and defeat all 30 of the NES Classic Edition games. Now, obviously, some are going to be a little bit harder than others. Techno Super Bowl, or Techno Bowl, excuse me. How do you beat that? You run through a season, win the Super Bowl, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to play around with it, but that's our goal. We all want to, and we're going to share that journey with you as best that we can, either live streaming or videos that we put up online. So stay tuned. If you like this, if you like the video, and if you like the NES Classic, and if you just like us, like the channel, give us a thumbs up. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/retrogamingonline, Instagram as well, YouTube as well, and obviously retrogamingonline.com. I'm Josh, and I'll see you later.